North Dakota also brags of a place called the Enchanted Highway, and we went to see that I should be a part of every sculpture. So look carefully and see if you can see me. The Enchanted Highway is 32 miles long from Gladstone, North Dakota to Regent, North Dakota. And during that trip, there are 7 metal sculptures. There was a guy named Gary Greff, and he was born and brought up in Regent. He went away to school and he came back from college and he realized that the town was dying. There was no economy, there was nothing happening. So he wanted to think of some way that he could put together something that would draw tourists into the area to help the economy. He had no experience in art, he had no experience in welding, but he got this idea in his head that if he was able to make these metal sculptures going all the way from Gladstone, which is outside Dickinson, off an I-94, exit 72 is where the first one starts, and make them from there all the way down to Regent, then it would give people an opportunity and a reason to go from one place all the way down to Regent to help the economy. And so that's what he did. You do these in order from Gladstone all the way down to Regent. The first one you're going to see, and you can see this one right off in 94, so you have to take an exit, kind of go back and forth to get there, but you can actually get there, and there's a parking lot that you can go and you can look at this. It's called Geese in Flight, and this one is actually known as the largest scrap metal sculpture in the world. And the reason that he made this one was because there are a lot of geese in flight in the area. Don't forget to watch for me in these videos. But the second one, this was one, it would be at mile marker 3, and it's called Deer Crossing. And the reason that he did this one is because there are a lot of deer in the area, and you're apt to see them at any time crossing the street or crossing the road. So you have to be careful, of course, not to hit them. At mile marker 15, you have grasshoppers in the field. And this grasshopper that you're seeing here is 40 feet tall. He made this one because there's a lot of grasshoppers in this vast area of landscape that you can see for miles. At mile marker 19, you're going to see the fisherman's dream. This one was very interesting because there was like so many things. You're gonna have trouble finding me in this one. And he made this one because in this area, there are many, many, many fishing opportunities. This one, I had to wait for a while in order for me to get in the picture because there was this man and this woman, and he was the photographer, and she would go and pose, and she's making fishing movements like this, and he's taking pictures like this, and she's over here, and I'm over here like this. And finally, he gets done with that, and they switch places, and we have to go through the whole process again. Anyway, it gave me a chance to rest for a minute, but that one was a really, really good, because it was so many pieces of the sculpture. It was a really good one. I like that one. I like that one. The next one at mile marker 24, pheasants on the prairie. He made this one because there's so many pheasants in the area, and nearby Mott, North Dakota, is known as the pheasant hunting capital of the world. So a lot of people go into that area or into the Enchanted Highway area to hunt pheasants. Theodore Roosevelt is a big deal in North Dakota, and of course he was the president, and so there's a lot of things around North Dakota that depict Theodore Roosevelt. As a matter of fact, I just went to Theodore Roosevelt National Park, and off to Mount Rushmore. Of course, he's in the stone there as well. So, but this one is a 51-foot tall Roosevelt. You can see in this one a 51-foot tall picture or sculpture of him with a horse bucking up like this. And again, this one was just because he's part of North Dakota history. And that was at mile marker 26. Mile marker 30, which this is one was actually the first one that he did, but it's the last one in our trip. Of course, if you go the other way, then it would be the first one, but that would make the mile markers go backwards. So I would start at 0 and go forth, right? Anyway, it's the world's largest tin family. The largest guy was 44 feet tall, and it was the first one that was dedicated to his hometown. are two more, but those aren't really sculptures. The first one is the next one right in Regent is a gift shop, and there's also a hotel that goes with it. So this is the Enchanted Highway in North Dakota, and I was very pleased that I was able to go there. If there was one thing I would say that it was kind of a issue for me, it is how many times I have to get in and out of the van, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, and it wasn't very far between each one. There was a man and a woman in Class A that were doing the same ones that we were. So at every stop we saw each other. We ended up having a conversation, and I have Matrix, who's a Cavalier, and they had two Cavaliers, and so they got out and our Cavaliers talked to each other, and it was just a really pleasant thing. I'm beginning to like all the stuff in North Dakota, and this was one of them. So if you're ever in North Dakota, make a point to go to the Enchanted Highway. And if you're happy with some of the things we're doing on this channel, then please subscribe, and peace.